thank Joel and Stacy for allowing us to be here together, for providing this nice place, and I think they deserve a clap. But then I want to especially thank the Lord for allowing us all to sacrifice to get here, to be here together. Because it is a sacrifice. I know how hard it was for all of you to do this for us. And I appreciate it, to have this time, right now, where our whole family is together, to share love. Because above all things, that's what I always wanted and dreamed of and hoped for, was family. People who loved me and cared about me and wanted to share my life and let me be who I really was. Even though you don't always understand who I am or where I come from or what I want for you. I have always loved you and wanted the best for you and hoped the best for you. And that's why I'm so thankful that you wanted to be here together. Because I know you want family too. You want love. Everybody wants love. And without this love that He gave me all these years, and I was willing to give up when I was 25 and wanted a divorce. He wanted to stay. He knew, and He said God wanted us together. And He believed that in His heart. And He made me believe that till I felt so guilty that I repented and told the Lord I was sorry for the way I felt and I needed help to do better. Because when I was 10 and 12 years old, I would dream, Lord, what will my future be? What do I look like? What will my family look like? What will my children look like? What will my grandchildren look like? And here you are. You're my reality. Without you, I would be nothing. I wouldn't be who I am today without your love, without your help. You guys help us to love the way we love. You help us to be who we are. And we thank you for that. Without you, we would be nothing. Without you, we love you so much, and we want only good for you. We care about you and your families, and you enrich us so much with all your trials and tribulations, but with your love. I know that you people love us. To be here with us today and be willing to do this, even though it's uncomfortable to cry and uncomfortable to do these things. We love one another. We have a special gift. We had so much joy when your kids were growing up. We had a lot of troubles and trials and aches and pains and people falling and hurting one another. But we had love and we had joy. And we still have it. And without John and I to bring forth that, you wouldn't be here. God bless us. We might not be filthy rich and have lots of riches, but we have love and joy and hope that a lot of families don't have, and a willingness, a willing heart to be together. Even though people want to do different things and act differently and have different goals, we all still love one another. And it came because we loved one another. Even though it was hard, and it's still hard. We still do stupid stuff and say mean things. And God forgives us, and we know how to pray. And we thank the Lord that we've done that. All these years, we put the Lord first in our marriage and in our hearts. We don't always get it right, but God forgives us. Just like we, as parents, haven't always treated you right. We haven't always said what you needed. We haven't always done what you needed. But we've always loved you. And you've always forgiven us, and we've always forgiven you. And I believe that'll help. That'll cover multitude of sins. And I think that'll, as long as we love one another, we can get through anything. You need to always learn to forgive and help one another. And I thank the Lord that He gave me John, because we sure don't see eye to eye half the time. We don't think the same way. He's a man and I'm a woman. But we still have learned to forgive. And we've learned to forget. And we've learned to overcome a lot of problems. And we might not be rich in material things, we are so rich, the love and the hope and the faith that we have. It makes us so much richer than anybody else. We have so much to be thankful for. And this past year, because we're going to have our 50 reunion and 50 marriage celebration, we've been looking at all the things we're thankful for. And I'm so thankful that he was willing to stay with me when I was willing to give up. When I'm weak, he's strong. I thank you for your strength. I thank you for being who you are because of what God made you. For being the head of this family. Sometimes we're mad at you, you do some dumb things, but we all do things. We need to accept that. And we do. We're all willing to do that. And I thank the Lord that we're willing to do that. It's a gift from God. That we can love one another like that. And that we're willing to be together. Thanks. So now it's your turn.
Well, like you say, we don't always see eye to eye. That goes for every one of us here. We're all different people live different lives. And when you don't see eye to eye, that can become a problem only if you expect to see eye to eye. If you only have trouble when your expectations aren't met. And if you have an unreasonable expectation that everyone that is in your life will think like you do and see eye to eye with you on everything, then you're going to be disappointed because they're not, because they're different people. And once you're disappointed, that lays the seed for all kinds of negative emotions that you can't control: anger, frustration, self-pity. Those emotions are hard to control, and they're going to lead to trouble. So my life strategy has been not allow myself to be disappointed by just adjusting my expectations of each individual person by recognizing that they are different. I don't expect them to see eye to eye with me. I don't expect them to think like I do or live by my code or whatever. I let everybody live their own life and accept it, and then I'm not disappointed. If you're not disappointed, you avoid all those negative emotions that flow from that. And it's much easier to stay married for 50 years. Right?
Yeah. Another thing is, I'm 68, and I only know like 2 people that have been married for 50 years, that have been blessed with 50 years of marriage together. How many people can say that, you know? And how many women can say that their husband does their hair for them in the morning? And when I had my hip replaced, that he had to take care of everything, all of my needs, you know? And everybody doesn't have that blessing. And then about the rings, you know? Yeah, at first I thought, well, after 50 years of marriage, you should buy me a ring, you know? But material things really aren't important. A ring is to signify that you're willing to be together. And 50 years ago, we said that. We were willing to do that. We were willing to be separate from other people and hold each other together. And this ring signifies the unity of marriage and the unity of family. But a new ring is just a material thing. It's not going to go with us into eternity. It doesn't matter. What matters is the love, the hope, and the help that we give one another. That's what matters in life. Material things will pass away, but the love and the things that we do to build and encourage and help and exhort one another, that's what goes on for eternity and builds your soul and makes you what God wants you to be. Oh, He wants you to have peace and joy and comfort in this life. And so do we. We love you. And want you to feel love. We want you to feel the same. And we hope and pray for all of you that you find love that lasts for at least 50 years, but more than that, I hope for eternity. That's what we want. Eternal love. And I believe that we've been given. Thanks. And then we got some games because I love to play games. And Joel said that we could do family things, so I want to do games. And I want to, these little trinkets that don't matter. I mean, if they burned up today, it wouldn't matter. But they're fun. And God wants us to have fun. He wants us to enjoy this life. Everything is ours to enjoy. Everything is ours. Be willing to take the best. Enjoy everything. Experience everything in life. Be happy. Try to find somebody that makes you happy. And pray. Ask the Lord to give it to you. Ask the Lord. That's what I did. I asked the Lord, and you guys, here you are. My gifts, my special gifts from God. So, it's done.
Alright, what games are we gonna play?
There's a money